Morning everybody, I'm in Tenbury Wells and I thought I'd do a thing on mistletoe as it's Christmas. Mistletoe is poisonous and contains a protein called phototoxin, which gives you diarrhea, stomach pain, nausea, blurred vision. However, it can be processed and has been used for centuries, if not thousands of years, for medicine, and I'll talk about that in a sec. The word mistletoe comes from the old Anglo-Saxon word meaning mistle, meaning dung or poo, and toe meaning twig or limb. So mistletoe means poo on limb. And if you know the life cycle of mistletoe, you know how the birds eat it, poos on the limb, and then it kind of regenerates. It's a semi-parasitic plant, which means it can actually photosynthesize and produce its own sugars and starches and stuff. But it does use the host for its water and its nutrients. For thousands of years, mistletoe has been kind of used in all mythology, from the Roman mythology, the Greek mythology, the Nordic things, the Norse, and it's associated with things like Balder, who was Freya's and Odin's son, and how Loki killed him using a stick from mistletoe. And again, if you want to read that story, apparently it's how we get the custom of kissing under the mistletoe. And as I said, it was used for thousands of years. The pagans believed that if it would grow in an oak tree, it was really powerful medicine. And again, they would cut it off with a gold sickle and drop it into a blanket, because if it touched the floor, it would lose all its magic and its medicinal properties. And it's associated with male and female. It's also associated with the moon and the sun. It starts to go in the berries, starts going yellow once it's died off a little bit, which represents the sun. The white berries represents the moon. A lot of research has been done with this plant in America, and it's really a lot of research is done when it's fermented and processed, made into teachers and stuff like this, and even injected. And it's good for the immune system, the respiratory system, how prevents DNA damage, enhances immune system, and may help to prevent cancer, support the vascular system, manage skin conditions, treat anxiety and stress, colds, flu and asthma, lots and lots of things it's associated with. The birds love this as well. So one of the things we used to bring it into our houses during the winter time is really because it was supposed to ward off evil spirits, avoid lightning strikes and thunder and things like that. And also, in kind of go back to the Dark Age, it was quite a gloomy time of year now, and you wanted to lighten up the house with colour and stuff like that. So they bring it in with holly and things like that, to brighten the colour of the house. One thing about mistletoe is it grows on things like poplars, a lot of fruit trees, hawthorns, and all kinds of. This is on a hawthorn, by the way. Is to find it on an oak. Say the pagans believed it was really sacred. The reason why it doesn't like oak to a degree, because oak contains a lot of tannin, which I believe is probably the reason why. Over there we got some artist's fungus. Over there, look. And there's Buddy tied to a tree. I'd just like to wish everybody a happy Christmas. Cheers, bye.